Brenden in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hi, Brenden.
How you doing?
Doing good, thank you.
So my question was just, if I'm searching with all my heart for truth, I don't understand why God would put something in front of my way to deceive me. That's where I'm having a hard time.
Right, but you've already answered that question because the minute I brought up the evil one, the answer becomes that it's not God that is seeking to separate you, but the evil one that seeks to separate you from your yearning for God. And that's why it's so important, as I've said many times on this broadcast, to put on the full armor of God, because our battle is not against flesh and blood, it's against principalities and powers of darkness. So if you put on the full armor of God, then you're invincible in spiritual warfare. If you do not, you're a guaranteed casualty. So what does it take to
like
put...
Satan, right?
Well,
I'm just trying to... I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but we're fighting against Satan's the enemy, correct?
Yes, he absolutely is.
But
And he's a powerful enemy, and he has examined you. He knows what all of your proclivities are. He knows where your weaknesses lie, and he's all too ready to cause you to fall in the midst of those weaknesses. He is an angel whose intellect has been sharpened by malice. He's an angel that has been there before the foundations of the world. And so he has an accumulation of knowledge. He's brilliant. He's not a cartoon character. He's brilliant. So he knows every...
Why did God create?
Go ahead.
Why did God create? All I ever wanted to do was to find, I don't understand why in the world where that's where I'm falling away. Because not to say I don't believe in God, but I'm having trouble with the Bible now ever before. Why create something?
Well, because God creates everything with volition. So you are created in such a way that you can experience genuine love, the kind of love that I was articulating earlier. You were created for that very thing. But if God had created you such a way that choice was not possible, then love would not be possible. So God created the angels with the ability to serve him or not to serve him. God created human beings with the ability to serve and follow him or not to do that. And the fact that God did that allows evil to exist in the world, but it also will eventually lead to the best of all worlds, a world in which you will forever be able not to sin. So God creates things in such a way that you can freely choose. That makes love meaningful, and in the end, it leads to the best of all possible worlds. So don't give up hope. You're doing the right thing. If you're in a healthy, well-balanced church, a church in which you can partake of the sacraments that change us from one glory to another, the graces that transform us, well, then God will never allow his word to turn back void. I would also recommend a book that I wrote, The Covering, God's Plan to Protect You from Evil. It's a very little book, but it's powerful because it teaches you how to put on the full armor of God so that you can stand against principalities and powers of darkness. Well, we took the whole segment with this call, but it's an important call. I'm sure it touches the lives of many other people as well. Out of time for this week's editions of broadcasts. If you don't have fragments of truth, remedy that woeful condition by going to the web at equip.org. It's available for those who support the ministry. And thank you, all of you, who stand shoulder to shoulder with us in the battle for life and truth. So long for now.